YouTubers. Just been having a few thoughts while I was standing here, and the camera was in front of me, so I thought I'll just put my thoughts to camera. I was thinking about born again Christians. Yes, irritating tits, aren't they? They really are. They're irritating to me for the main reason I would say is they're mostly people that have done wrong, have realised they've done wrong, and then rather arrogantly decided that they are now perfect and everybody else is as bad as they were before they did wrong, before they decided they were no longer going to do wrong, I should say. So they assume everybody is really a carbon copy of what they were like before they admitted they were shit. And that seems to be the thing. The narrow way Christians. Yes, narrow way. This basically means that anybody who's not a narrow way Christian is an evil sinner, Satanist, and will all go to hell. Of course I don't believe that because I'm an atheist, but they even have a go at other Christians. Yes, and doing good, don't believe me, doing good, you know, to a born again, it's not just about doing good. No, you've got to actually be baptized again in the name of Jesus, and only from that day will you actually really exist, and will you ever be judged. Tits. I could just leave it there and make this a very short video. I'll have a think. Okay, I've had a thought, and I think the problem is, let's say you were a murderer, or something similar, but something nasty, but let's say you were a murderer, something like that, and you went to court, and you said, yes, excuse me, but could I just point something out? Could I just point something out to you before you convict me of this terrible crime? Is the fact that I am in fact born again. Being born again means that I'm not the old person anymore. In fact, I'm now known as, I don't know, Brother Amos, whereas before I was, you know, Jack the Ripper. But makes you think, doesn't it? Are they going to let him off? Go, oh yeah, he's born again. Oh, that's all right then. Oh yes, he's been forgiven for everything. Maybe forgiven in their own minds, but the rest of us, should we forgive them all? And that's the point, really. If you suddenly find a Nazi war criminal who's like 90 years old from the Second World War, and you say, well, 60 years ago they did these terrible heinous crimes that they've got away with, they still get tried for it. But not if you're born again. No, that seems to be the way. Oh, I'm born again, Brother Amos. So that's my first point on born agains. The other thing is, not all born agains, of course, go through the same path. Some of them seem to become this way through something serious like a traffic accident, for instance. Let's say that you were the only survivor in a car, and three of your mates died, and you're the only survivor, and you prayed to God, and God saw it through, and all this, and how God helped you through it. Didn't help your three mates, of course, or whatever. Sometimes you're just on your own. There's been people, if you look on YouTube and type in born again in the little bit above, you'll find there's a lot of these sort of confessions of people, of born agains, and some of them, again, road accident, thought they were going to die, or peace came all over them, and suddenly the air ambulance arrived and carted them off, and praise be to God and all that. Now the truth is that when they're in a serious accident like that, there comes a point when your body starts to shut down and peace will come all upon you. You're dying, for instance, and what brings you back to life is things like the air ambulance and the doctors, and of course the operations and the various skilled nurses, and all this. And I think it's a bit unfair to just say, oh, God save me, when in fact all these other people helped. Another way of looking at it is you could blame God for the accident in the first place and you wouldn't have had to go through all that. But that's being silly, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, that's my little thoughts on born agains. Very irritating, bigoted people usually. Oh, another thing, just remembered, is when they cease becoming these people they were before, and suddenly they're a new person. Yeah, they probably mentally somehow feel they're a new person, but I've found that their personalities are still there. They still seem to have the same annoying traits that they had beforehand. Obviously I'm generalising, and that's not a good thing, but you do find with a lot of born again videos, for instance, these people will block you and be quite almost aggressive towards you. They are right and you are wrong, sort of thing. There's no discussion. It's very bigoted, and that's probably the reasons why I'm not that keen on the born again types. George Bush, of course, he used to have Ted Haggard talking to him. Yeah. Anyway, I won't go into that. It's another video on its own. Happy New Year to everyone, and peace.